So this one says, I've been in a relationship with my partner for the past 2 years. We have intentions of getting married in the near future. However, 6 months ago, I met another man, a new guy, at a social function. We had an instant connection and a great time together. Parting ways was so heartbreaking for me. He's not Ghanaian and had to return to his country after the event. The new guy and I started talking a lot, and we developed feelings for each other. I didn't plan to fall for this new guy. When my boyfriend asked me about him, I said he's only a friend and he's not really convinced. Fast forward, my boyfriend and I are about to get married and I'm having second thoughts. Is it possible to love two people at the same time? I don't know what to do now. I think I love the new guy more than my current boyfriend. I'm no longer attracted to him. My boyfriend really loves me, and I don't want to hurt him, however. He's been so good to me, and especially with our families involved, I don't want to back out now. It would be too messy. Do I go ahead and marry my boyfriend or build a relationship with this new guy? What if things don't work out with the new guy, as it will be a long-distance relationship? I'm really confused. I just want to make the right decision so everyone remains happy. I don't want to hurt the new guy, nor my boyfriend. Please help, sisters. I am getting depressed. And that's the first message for tonight. I'll throw it straight to you, Tina, just because.
Okay, all right, no problem. So basically, I think that we sometimes put ourselves into so many troubles without even thinking twice. So you have a stable relationship for 2 years. You meet someone just for 6 months. 6 months ago, you meet someone. And you think that you should leave a whole, relationship of 2 years for something that has just sparked in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 2 hours of conversation at a function. This is what I think. Love is a decision, and it's always I will choose you in spite of. So we know that you are beautiful, you are kind, you are this. That is not it. We know your flaws. I know your flaws. In spite of your flaws, I still choose you, and that is love. And we have the infatuation where the spark comes there and then. You know that you're bonding with the person right there and then. It's fire. Like you are able to talk to the person, feel the vibe. You're just clicking. You're connecting. Yes, it's also like a moment of connection and everything. But it always becomes stable when you nurture it. It's a seed. When you nurture it, when you pour water on it, when you are always in constant communication, you fan into flame some desire, and then you can choose to love the person. So it depends on you. What you are doing or what you did is the mistake you made was to keep in constant communication with this second guy, and you fan into flame some desires that were not supposed to be. And I always say this: how you treat your relationship or how you treat your dating time, your girlfriend boyfriend time, or your courtship time, you just translate that into your marriage. So don't think that when you get married, you will not meet anybody you connect with. You will meet people you actually connect with instantly. But do you fan into flame, or do you feed it? Do you feed that feeling so that you forget that the main cause, or there's somebody that you are already in a relationship with, and you need to give all your attention to that relationship? So this is what I think. You are asking if you can fall in love with two people, whatever it is. You can. It all depends on you. You are the one who feeds relationships. You understand? You have friends. You can click with a group of girls. Like, we are sisters. We all have different relationships, but we bond on different levels. It depends on how we fan into flame the relationship that we have. Calling, texting, visiting, outing, those are the things that make the relationship very solid. So this is what I think. I think that you have fun into flame this relationship, but what do you want? Okay, what do you want? Do you want to continue dating two people in your head, or still distracting yourself with this second party? I think you should just stay focused on your 2-year relationship that you're getting into marriage. You should stay focused. Please don't lose sight, because once you get into marriage, whoever you get into marriage with, you are still going to meet people that you will connect with. It doesn't mean you don't love the person you have committed to. Love is a commitment. Relationships are hard work, and you need to stay committed to the cause. And it's not all lovey-dovey. But then if you stay true to the cause, you are able, to enjoy that relationship. And it's more solid than just a fleeting or a passing feeling or connection that you had with someone. So yeah, just this is what I
Tina, quick question though, before I move on to the ladies. Does it matter that she says she's no longer attracted to this guy? I mean, if she can emphatically say that, wouldn't she be setting her future marriage up for failure?
Well, I can say she would be, because attraction is also key. You understand? Attraction is very, very key. If you are not if you are no longer attracted to this person, then you should just take your time. Just hold on a bit, because I mean, marriage is hard work already. So if you are not attracted to the person, you are going to be looking at the person and surviving with the person for however long. Look at this lockdown. If you are not attracted to the person and you are in the same place, like, can you imagine how difficult that will be? So please, if you are not attracted to him, that is also a big deal. It matters. So hold on.
Okay, let me get Rosina's opinion on this one. Sister, what do you think?
What I think is that, see, when it comes to relationships, sometimes it sucks. It sucks because when you're building a relationship, it's made up of the good, the bad, the ugly. You're exposed to some sides of the person that you don't really fancy, or you're not exactly thrilled about, because no human being is actually perfect. And you can never find somebody who does everything just as you want it. So relationships it's a mixed bag of everything. And the moment you make up your mind that this is the person I want to settle with, I don't know what it is, but you always find somebody else that you're like, oh shoot, did I make this decision too fast? Did I jump in too quickly? This guy probably looks more ideal, or this girl probably looks finer, looks better, looks like a better companion. I don't know what it is about it. Now, to mortgage a 2-year relationship that has gone through a process where you were satisfied and okay with wanting to spend the rest of your life with that person, with a probably 2-hour or 3-hour conversation. Now, the first 2 or 3 hour conversation that you had, I mean, the guy said the right things, the guy said things that got your butterflies going and stuff like that. But in all honesty, you can't compare that 3-year experience to a 2-year relationship. Now, to even add to the matter, after that 2 or 3 hour experience, he's traveled. He doesn't live here. So you are basing your attraction based on probably some video call or phone calls or messages that are exchanged between each other. You're not able to feel the mood. You're not able to feel, the presence. You can't really look into his eyes. I mean, whilst he's talking to you, you don't even know who is beside him that you don't even know. There are so many unknowns, and anything that is forbidden is actually very nice. What is yours doesn't come with that extra thrill. And you may say you have fallen in love with the other guy, but I will not define that as love. I'll define that as you are attracted to the other guy. So when you think of the other guy, you are thinking butterflies. You are thinking how nice it would be to be in his arms. How nice, you are craving for a kiss from him. you are craving for so many things. And if you are someone who's already intimate, you are probably thinking how probably good he'll be in bed. Is it as good as his conversations? So you're having all these things running through your head. And that is what is blinding you or making you feel like this new relationship is actually more nicer than the previous one. But the previous one has gone through the grind. The previous one has gone through the mill. And love is not sweet at all times. Love is, like Tina said, is a decision you make over time. So this thing about not being attracted to your boyfriend anymore, I actually beg to differ. I don't think she's not attracted to him anymore. She's just craving more, the unknown. And sometimes when you're in a relationship, you should think about what if it was you? So what if it was you, you're about to get married and you both think that you love each other, and he went out for a function, met another girl, said, boom, this girl is more interesting than my girlfriend. And for that reason, she's actually thinking of spending the rest of his life with that other girlfriend. How are you going to feel? So I think that she should, since she's the one sending this message, she should think long and hard. Why were you in love with your first boyfriend prior to meeting this guy? 2, why are you now in love with this guy? What are his properties? Put them on paper. And I'm sure it will end that, oh, he's a very nice person to be with, his conversations are so da 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 da. But he has no obligations towards you. So if he spends 2 hours a day with you talking, chit-chatting to make you happy, there are no obligations. He doesn't decide hard and fast decisions with you because he's not in a relationship with you. So he can't bore you. But your husband, your boyfriend, you are thinking about plans, getting married, your home, your future. All those are very boring topics, but needed to be discussed topics. And those things are not exactly exciting when you're addressing them head on. So my dear, think long and hard about what you call love and what emphasis you place on attraction. Because just like you are attracted to this new guy, a time is going to come. If you jump to the new guy, you might easily be attracted to something, quote unquote, better, because that's what you think it is. For me, I think it's just infatuation. And I'm actually feeling very sorry for the other guy who is investing a lot of energy in a relationship only to have you looking at other things and getting excited about it. So, but as for the marriage, if you're not attracted to the guy anymore, don't. It's better you don't do it so that you don't break his heart in the near future by chasing other people once you're married. But think about it critically and put your energies where it has to be put. Develop passion, love, care, companionship, everything where it ought to be. And stop looking at some of these 9-day wonder relationships. That's my thought.
All right, Olivia, Rosina's talking about infatuation. Do you feel the same way? And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, completely. It's infatuation. Because who is this guy she's talking to? You met him once at a party and you got attracted to him. And then, you guys spoke. And even the speaking that you're even saying that you spoke, the guy you didn't even tell the guy that you're in a serious relationship that's actually heading somewhere. Technically, he didn't know you are actually going to get married. And it's in that same vein that it would be interesting to also find out. This other guy who is out there, he probably has a wife, he probably has kids. What makes you think that he's told you everything that you need to know? So yeah, I don't think that you're in the right frame of mind right now to get married, if you ask me. I think that what you need to do is to take a chill pill, sit back, reflect, and ask yourself exactly what you want. I will not condone being in love with 2 people at the same time. I will not condone in being in 2 relationships at the same time, because technically, if you ask me, you're engaging in a long distance relationship with this other guy, even though you haven't defined it. You're cheating emotionally with this other guy, because now what you're doing is comparing this new guy, what he's doing, what he looks like, you're probably imagining what he used to smell like, how he sounds like, and imagining all sorts of things as against what is real and what is tangible, which is your fiance, who is real, who has withstood the test of time with you. He's been there for you. He showed you that he's responsible enough to actually marry you. You know, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, based on your petition, he hasn't even been unfaithful to you. He's thinking that, okay, you're the one, he's made a choice, and he wants to marry you. And for you to feel like this right now, for me, I don't think this guy that you're in a steady relationship with deserves this. You need to sit back. You need to ask yourself what you want. Regarding you not being attracted anymore to your current fiance, I'm sorry, I won't buy that. You know, because the question is, assuming I advised you, or my sisters and I advised you, and we said to you, okay, why not? Right now, you're not attracted to your fiance. By all means, be in a relationship with that other guy that you just met. And then how many years down the line, or even a few months down the line, you're going out with him, it's official, and you get yourself into another party, and then you meet somebody else. So are you going to say that you meet a new person, you get attracted to that person? What's going to happen to the previous relationship? Are you just going to allow yourself to just go loose with your feelings and decide that you want to be attracted to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes into your way? My dear, grow up. You need to grow up. You see, when you decide to say, I do, or I've chosen this particular person, it doesn't matter even if Angel Gabriel stood in front of you. The decision has been made. You stick to it. You live by it. You make it work. People who get married, people who've been married for 50 years, 60 years, and they're celebrating amazing wedding anniversaries, it didn't come cheap. It didn't come overnight. You know why they got that far? I mean, it wasn't a bed of roses. It got that far because they put 110% into their relationship to make it what it is. It's not just nice on the outside. It means that a lot of sacrifices have had to go through to make the relationship what it is. We can't just get up every day and say, today I'm in love with you, tomorrow I'm not in love with you. I'm sorry. I don't think you're ready to get married. What I think is that you need to sit back and you need to decide. Take time away. Take time away from this other guy. If you ask me, I'll tell you, stop all communications with this other guy. And tell your fiancé that something has come up. It might be difficult for him to understand, but you're going to take a very important step. And you would like to, you just want to know, maybe you just want to pray on it or something. What I'm saying is that you just need time away from both people to sit and ask yourself what exactly you want. But moving on, I don't think you need to treat your current fiancé the way that you're doing. The problem isn't both of them. The problem is you. And the problem is the decisions and choices you're making now. And by all means, make a decision and stick to it. Because like I always say, so moving forward, I wouldn't advise you to get up and fall in love with everybody. Because, I mean, it's easy for all of us to fall in love. I mean, why not? But no, it's about discipline. It's about commitment. It's about love. When you love people, you're empathetic of them. You treat them like you want to be treated in return. So really, you need to work on yourself. Work on yourself, have a clear vision, and then you can move on. Until then, I don't think you should be getting married anytime.
Okay, so let me be a little controversial. Now, I say this because I feel like I agree with Olivia when she says that wait a while, think through this properly before you make your next decision. I agree. I also think that only a fool doesn't change their minds. If you genuinely think that you've lost interest in this current guy for whatever reason, and I don't know what your 2 years relationship has been like. Maybe there were some things that didn't quite add up, or you weren't too comfortable with to begin with, and it's like this new guy who's popped up has given you a whole different perspective on life. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that stay in that relationship when I know genuinely you'll be unhappy. I won't do that. To answer another question, can you be in love with two people? I actually believe that you can. I, however, believe that you can't love them on the same level. You will definitely love one more than the other, and you need to decide which one you're going to love. My 2 cents. But anyway, let me bring in some people who sent in comments on this particular story. Nibote says, your first mistake was entertaining this new guy. What you feel for him is a mere fling and nothing more. Besides, you don't know him any better than you do your fiancé. Cut all ties with this new guy. Focus on building your relationship with your man. You are not confused. Posh says, you are depressing yourself. Where did the attraction you had for him before go? Stop entertaining distractions. The new guy is sweet just because he wants to get you. You don't even know him. Cut communication with him and build your relationship with your man. And no, you can't love two people. That's greed. Rabina says, you be there and be falling. Why? It be there you go see say nyame yodo. What has your old guy done wrong? You are going to choose some random guy, be that you met over a person you've built a good relationship with over years. Menya rough for her. You're making me retry. Forget about that lust. Now it will end in tears. Gail says, if you're not sure, don't get married yet. Take a step back, view things from a neutral point of view. List down the standards you're looking for in a potential life partner and check which of your men tick most of your boxes. Then look at compatibility, communication, support, etc., and confirm which guy aligns with you on that. Forget about family. You're an adult and you can choose for yourself. Your peace of mind and mental health is very important, so make decisions that won't jeopardize it. Kofi says, you really don't deserve the one you claim to be your boyfriend. I pity him for wanting to marry you without knowing your true intentions or feelings for him. This whole confusion is all because the new guy is in a foreign country, so you feel he stands a better chance of footing your bills. Ouch. Efia says, but why would you want to throw away something you've built over years for a fling? You have butterflies in your stomach when you see the second guy, right? Be there. Miracle says, as the saying goes, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. It's not like you've been having challenges in your current relationship. You're all loved and cared for by your boyfriend. You already know what's good for you. And finally, Romeo says, let me leave you with 5 proverbs. 1. A bird in hand is worth 2 in a bush. 2. You can't have your cake and eat it. 3. All's well that ends well. 4. A stitch in time saves 9. And finally, all that glitters is not gold.